guys, Coding is back, and today we're gonna be covering some JavaScript because it's been quite a long time since I've done any JavaScript tutorials, and I've been focusing on HTML and CSS lately. So I thought, why not just introduce conditionals and loops? So and that will be really fun. So there are three segments to this video. I'm just going to be splitting this video into three segments. Like I'm just going to be taking small pauses between each of them. And yep, that's how it is. And are you guys bored? Just give me that one answer. During this lockdown and quarantine period, are you guys bored? Give me an answer and I can give you some advice on how you could spend your time not feeling bored, at the same time enjoy. And yep, I could, if you want to read books, I could give you some nice book with a book list or something like that. And I don't want my title to be entirely focused on coding, so I might just give you some advice about boredom and in the pandemic period and the quarantine. So that's what I might be able to do for you. So put that in the comments and we'll look at it later. And without further ado, let's get started. If you like this sort of content and enjoy my videos and liked my previous few videos, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more content, and hit the notification bell for more alerts on my newest videos and updates. So, yeah, don't forget to share it to people who want to code, love coding, and yeah, everything which has a word code in it or program. It doesn't actually matter, so let's get started. And I didn't actually prepare this beforehand. Thought I'd just like old times share it with you and yep. So let's get started. Index.html. Something's wrong. Index.html. Exclamation point tab. I'm using Emmet, which allows me to do this sort of amazing stuff. And if you're not using Emmet, you're gonna have to type some of it out or the basic structure out. But if you're using Visual Studio Code, it's already installed in Visual Studio Code. You don't have to do anything else. And yep, I have an entire video on Emmet in case you're excited to do all of these cool thingamajig and write really fast code. I have a video. It's gonna be linked in the cards. And yep, you could access it. And then we're not gonna be having any CSS, so I'm not gonna be linking anything. I'm just gonna give an H1 of check out console because we're gonna be console logging everything. Mixing JavaScript in this, and we forgot a very important part. If all of this seems strange to you, I have a video on HTML. It's a small crash course for beginner tags and all that stuff. So please do check that out. What am I thinking? Index.html. I didn't create anything else, did I? Okay, I'm gonna make an conditional.js. I'm gonna make a ternary.js. Ternary is also a kind where you can specify conditions, but let's just keep that separate and let's keep loops.js. So first let's just go attach conditionals. Conditional.js. I'm just gonna open this up with live server. And here you go. I already told you I love teaching with documentations. So let's get started. Okay. I'm just gonna open my developer tools. Okay. I'm just gonna minimize it like for now. I've got this cool new background called black and green shards. It looks quite good. It's irrelevant, but I enjoyed it. And making decision in the code conditionals. So what conditionals essentially are is do this if you want to do this. Wait. Take a deep breath. If this is the case, then do this. Otherwise, do this. That's essentially the syntax. Okay, let's give an example. If you like apples, eat apples. Otherwise, eat another fruit. So that's the basic syntax of if and else of conditionals. They're essentially if and else statements. So this is if condition, code to run if condition is true. Otherwise, run some other code instead. So yep. I'm just gonna get my Visual Studio Code open. So let's jump right here and let's go with the if statement. Wait, or actually before that, I'm just gonna initialize some variables. Const is amazing equals true. Const hates coding equals false. So, and then we could say, give an if statement. So if is amazing equals true, and then I could say console.log you are amazing. How nice. I know, right? Check the console. It says you are amazing because this is essentially true here. Let's change this to false. It's not true, but it's false. Sorry for the pun. But we didn't specify an else statement. So this doesn't output anything. So if that person is not amazing, you put an else, and you put console.log you suck. You suck. Oops. Very nice. So it gives us you suck because it's false. I'm just gonna change this back to true. So this is the basic syntax of if else statements. So that's the basic syntax of how it goes. I'm going to show you. There's also something called else if. So it is. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, if hates coding equals true. Coding sucks. It's not true, but that's the way we want it. Else if hates coding equals to I don't know. Console log. I'm just gonna console log something. Decide quickly. Otherwise I'm gonna be punching your face. And else. Coding is amazing. So let's check out the console. That is right not true. So this is false. So if output coding is amazing. We put IDK for most of you probably know what that is. For those of you who don't know, it's I don't know. So outputs decide quickly. And if we put true, you guessed it, it's just coding sucks. But that's really not true. You would agree with me. Okay, now let's acting more coding. So this is else if included. So that's really the type of, that's like the basic syntax. And yeah, this is basically one other example of how this could be. You could use HTML, and then you could select this particular value. I'm going to be showing you how soon using DOM, which is the interface. So yep. this is the way you could use else if. There could be many else ifs in the code. And yeah. So wait, and there are more. You could input numbers into this. So const num1 equals 1. How fascinating. So if num less than 2, console.log I'm I. I'm just gonna put I. Num is not defined. Oops. I made a mistake. If you remember the video on variables and data types, in case you didn't watch that, I'll have it linked in the cards right now. And in case you've seen it, I told you that constants are basically block scope. So I'm just gonna initialize it in here. Let num equal 1. Then you have to put a colon. And then yeah, and then num is less than 2. Also work I use the one. Unexpected identifier. Oh my god, oh my god. Const num equals 1. Let's try that. Yep, now it works. Probably I had an error defining it, so it just says I once because it only runs once. It isn't supposed to run forever. So it can work for this. It can say less than or equal to. That still wouldn't change if we do. Yeah, it still wouldn't change. You could put all sorts of operations. I'm not gonna include that because it's pretty obvious. I'm just gonna include one last thing. So let's put an if statement. If uh so let's put is amazing. This is for not equal to false. If it's not equal to false, then we're just gonna copy this part, paste it in here. Yep, it says you are amazing again because this exclamation point says that it's like a not. So it says if is amazing is not false, then it's supposed to be true. So console.log that we are amazing. So let's just put this as negativity. Amazing way to put it. But yep, it doesn't actually call that. I don't know what it's called, but this is the way we go for conditionals, for normal conditionals. Let's go to the ternary operator, which is another way to specify conditionals. I'm just going to copy this and get here. Okay, so I'm just going to change this to ternary. And let's just clear up the console if it works. Oops. Clear. Okay. So now with that we specify the ternary operator, let's go check out the documentation. It's essentially to say that there's a colon and then a question mark. So let's see. If is member equals true, let's do it actually in this syntax instead of specifying the values beforehand. That'll make it a little more interactive with the user. I'm just gonna delete all this code. Get back up there. Okay, come on. So get v is member. So it essentially uses this question mark. So if is member is true, see if it's okay. I forgot to talk about one thing. If it says, let's just go back to conditionals for 1 second. Okay, if it is like it doesn't include that true, suppose I just comment this part out. Oops. Okay. It's coding. It still works. I'm just gonna put it as if hates coding equals true. I'm just gonna go here, same thing, and write that down. So you don't actually have to specify the 3 equals to and true. You could just put if hates coding and it'll still work. So yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. And yeah, so it says if is memory equals to true. This is the if, okay, if it equals to true. So true. So it says here truthy. If it is truthy, it executes this piece of code here. If it's falsy, it executes this piece of code here. So if he's a member, he'll get a $2 price. If he's not a member, he'll get $10 price. Wait, so cheap if you're a member. I'm gonna go sign up. But yeah, okay, let's get working on ternary operators. So I'm just gonna make a function is, okay, wait, is amazing, like for. Okay, do you want me to do this in the ES5 way or in the ES6 way? In case you don't know arrow functions or normal functions, I'll have that video linked in the cards right now, so you could check that out. I just tried the ES6 version. Is amazing equals brackets, put the arrow function. Okay, so the parameters is class is amazing, and then let's see, is amazing. It's equal to proof. Okay. Say. Let's give the audience a say whether I'm amazing or not. Probably, mostly I am, but it's up to them. Or maybe it's not about me. So let's get going. And yeah, we get say, and then console log say. Wait, 1 second. I'm just getting confused. If is member. So if say. Wait. Get fee. So get response is amazing. I was too hooked into the last part of the video. Is amazing. That's amazing. I put the ternary operator, and then I put if it's yes, I'm just gonna console.log that you are so cool. Put a colon to say the falsy statement. That was a bit of agony right there. You suck. I'm just gonna call that get response. I'm just gonna put true because that's me. If it's for myself. Well, let's see. You are so cool. Oh, nice. He is literally helping me so much. And then is amazing. I put that as a parameter, and yeah, get free false. We have to console.log that. They return it here, but I console log it. If I console log it, it'll just console log at the starting. So he was wise to return it. Smarty pants. Okay, that's probably it. Okay. So console.log guest response. I'm gonna log the response. And yeah, it comes, you are so cool. So we get the false. Alt shift down is a command where you can replicate the previous line, and that's what I use right now. Oops, my caps lock is on. So false. Then it says you suck. Amazing, but let's go down. Let's see. I think this is basically it. And yeah, you could do else if chain like this. I'm just gonna show you a small example because I'm running out of time. Okay, so let's do const fave fruit equals is good. Okay, so I'm just gonna do return is good. Put the console log return foo is good, and then I put console.log. I'm just gonna put this. Why is it not working? Let's see. Let's continue. And then yeah, okay. So if it's good, we'll say amazing, amazing fruit. If not, what the hell just happened? Okay. If not, let's go. If not, then return um return okay, wait, it's not, is there supposed to be indentation? Let's check that out because I haven't really done this a lot. Okay, okay, if okay, I can see where that mistake went. Or else let's see, is good. If is good is true, are we supposed to pass in the fruits? Oh my god, this gets me confused. This gets me so confused. It's really confusing. That's why I don't like ternary operators. I find the if and else statements better. Ah, this gets confusing me. This is confusing me. Okay, so that's enough. Thank you. I'm going back to loops right now. Also, if you want a happy TV, explain it in the comment section. But for now, it's just microwaving my head. So let's get to this loops and iteration. So there are many different types of loops, but not many types of loops are used. The maximum loop I use is for statement or the while statement. It's usually for, but yeah, I don't do while. Yeah, while condition performs a statement. So for every iteration, it does something. So let's get started with the force. Let's get started with the for statements. So uh, okay, I'm just gonna define an array. You usually use an array method for this, but I'm just going to use a for loop right now. Equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For num in nums. Oops. For num in nums. Ah, that's the Python way. For um for okay. I'm just gonna let I equal 0. For I less than for I greater than for I less than 5, I have to put semicolons I plus plus. Yeah, that's it. That's the way it essentially goes. I thought I was doing Python stuff. I got that for a second. That just overwhelmed me. I need to have some nice Netflix time after this. Okay, so let I equal 0, I less than if I is less than 5, I plus plus, or also we continue forever if we not execute properly. We do console.log I. So let's see what that will give us. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because okay, let's put less than or equal to, so it was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what this code essentially does is we initialize a variable called I, which is going to be 0, and until I is less than or equal to 5, so that is basically this whole time until it reaches 6, I needs to get 1 added to it. But meanwhile, it is going to console log that particular number. So as it increases, it's going to continuously log it. So this code, this piece of this loop is going to keep running until I equals 6, because that would mean it's greater than 6. So yep, so that's how for loops work. Fairly simple. Yeah, this is the main kind of for loop that you would expect to see. And there's a separate kind of loop called array. It's an array method for arrays. It's called for each, but we're not going to be covering that now. So let's go for a while loop. So while let I equal 0 again. Or is this not supported? I plus plus. Is this supported? Okay, it isn't supported. Const num equals 0 while num equals 0. We could perform an operation, so this will go forever. Console.log num. It's gonna print 0 forever. I'm gonna show you. Yep, see, it's continuously going on. It's gonna break your system sometime, so I'm just gonna clear it. Clear. Does it work? My system's glitching. This piece of code is horrendous. It's a dangerous, maniacal piece of code. Yep. Once I had to reboot my entire system, because in Python what I essentially did was I put like while num is equal to 0, I initialize another variable and squared it literally forever, and then it basically killed my system. And I don't call it killed. Horrendous or very dangerous. Dangerous. Uh, do not go execute it without a coding professional. Coding professional. That's nice. So those are for and while loops. This is pretty short, but that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. I'm not gonna be doing these because you don't actually use it. Well, guess this is probably it. Yeah, so this was a Python way that I was talking about, but the Python way is pretty much more, it's a lot more intuitive than the normal one, so I prefer that. But in JavaScript, this is how you can do it. And I'm just going to be posting all this code on GitHub, as well as the links for documentation. I'm going to be posting this code on GitHub, which and the repository link will be in the description, so you can check out that code whenever you want. And I'm going to be providing the links of these documentations in the description below, so you can use it to your benefit if you want to learn other types of loops. Sure, go on ahead. If you have any doubts, you could come to me. Alright, write in the comment section or use my email. I'm going to put that in the description too in case you want to see me. And that's it for now. This is Codinger signing off. Peace out. I forgot something. Okay, so in case you like this video, please like, share to others, subscribe, and I'm going to be releasing more videos. And thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a great day.